Welcome to another video in my mini-series about making money from home. Now, for the last couple of videos, I've been talking to you about some of the strategies, some of the insights, some of the inspiration from Russell Brunson's new book on traffic secrets. Fantastic book. Well worth it. And I came across, somebody even sent me a video of Russell himself talking about his top 10 takeaways from his very own book. So without further ado, we're going over to the clip now. As you watch through this, my favorites are number 9, 10, and he even gives you a bonus one. So stay tuned for that one. Enjoy.
Right now, we're going to go to a top 10 list, top 10 ways to drive traffic into your sales funnel. Now, all these are ways that we talk about inside the Traffic Secrets book. Obviously, I go into a lot more detail in the book. I don't have as much time, so I'm going to go through these kind of fast. I'm going to go through 10 different ways to get people into your sales funnel, to get the wheels in your head spinning, so that hopefully you'll start driving more traffic into your funnels, and hopefully you get excited about getting your copy of the Traffic Secrets book when it goes live here in a little while. Okay, so top 10 ways to drive traffic into your sales funnel. Number 1, you have to identify who is your dream customer. One of the biggest problems people have is they think that traffic's a magical, mystical thing. It's not. It's human beings, okay? And if you get the wrong human beings into your business, you will be miserable, okay? And so the very first exercise I have you do inside of, I believe, the .com Secrets book is identify who is it you actually want to serve. And so when I got started, in the ClickFunnels business, before I had a business earlier that I was not happy with, the first thing I did, I said, okay, if I was to design my dream customer, what would they look like? And I went to Google, I typed in a whole bunch of keywords, like they would be successful, they'd be awesome, and I wrote these things out. And then from there, I went to Google Images and I found 2 images, okay? And these are my actual customer avatars. I had these pictures printed on my wall for a long time. This was my avatar of Julie. I have no idea if this is actually you should say hi. Like, I've been watching you on my wall for the last 5 or 6 years we built ClickFunnels. But this is Julie, she's my dream customer, and this is Mike, my dream customer. I have no idea if the real name is Julie or Mike, but when I looked at them, I was like, these are the people I would love to hang out with. And so I said, I'm going to design my company around these kind of people, right? So I had a picture on the wall of them, and I said, as we're building stuff, like, okay, would Mike want this? Would he think that was cool? Would Julie actually buy this? Okay, if I did this, like, what would they want in the experience? We started looking at everything through that lens of my dream customers. That's step number 1. Step number 2, after you know exactly who your dream customers are, where are they hiding? Where are they hanging out online? The coolest thing about the internet is that people are self-congregating themselves all over the place, right? Like, I know for me, there's different congregations I'm part of. Like, there's the wrestling congregation. So me and all the wrestlers in the world are hanging out on like 3 different websites, right? I'm also into biohacking. So me and all the biohackers on like 3 different websites over here. And you've got like the marketers over here, the salespeople over here. Like, people are self-congregating. So you got to figure out who's your dream customer, and then where in the world, where are these people congregating? What are the websites that are on? And that's step number 2, right? And then we're going to throw our hooks out and grab them and get them and pull them into our funnels. Step number 1, who's your dream customer? Step number 2, where are they hiding? Step number 3, now that you know where they're hiding, right? Now you got to figure out, how do I work my way in? So for example, let's say I know that all my dream customers are listening to this podcast, right? Like, my favorite podcast is the Mixergy podcast. So I'll use that as an example. So Andrew Warner's got a really good podcast. And on that podcast, I know my dream customers are listening. So how do I get it? How do I get on his podcast? What can I do? How can I work my way in? So I figure out, I get to know Andrew. I send him gifts in the mail. I call him on the phone. I call his producer. I say, hey, can I be on the show? Like, here's a show idea. Here's another show idea. And suddenly, hopefully he says yes. And boom, I'm on the show. Now I'm working my way in to my dream customers. Okay, this is a free traffic strategy that anybody can use. It's so simple. It's so easy. We drive hundreds of thousands of people every single year by doing nothing but free traffic strategies like this, where I find out where's my dream customer and how do I work my way in to go present in front of them. Okay, and podcasting is an easy way, blogging, Facebook Lives, there's easy ways to do that in any community. Okay, that's step number 3. Step number 4, now that you know where they are, how do you buy your way in? Okay, Mixergy is another good example. I've been on the podcast 3 times now, I believe, so I've worked my way in, but guess what else? We also buy ads on the podcast. I'm like, my dream customers are listening, let me buy ads. So we buy ads, throw hooks in there, and try to get our people and pull them into our world. Same thing with Entrepreneur on Fire with John Lee Dumas. Okay, JLD's podcast is awesome. I've worked my way in. We also buy ads on it. Okay, Facebook. When we launched the Expert Secrets book right here, I did a Facebook Live to Tony's audience. I worked my way in, and then we also bought ads to Tony's followers, and I bought my way in, right? So we work our way in and we buy our way in. The third thing is that as you're working your way in, you're buying your way in, your goal of like getting all this traffic is to convert it from traffic that you're either buying or that you're working your way in into traffic that you own. The traffic you own is your own email list, okay? This is the most powerful, most important, most vital type of traffic is your own email list, okay? So I'm always trying to build build my list. When I'm on the podcast, I'm sending people somewhere to go to join my list, right? I'm buying ads, I'm sending them somewhere to join my list. So all my focus point goes on converting traffic, all the other kinds of traffic into traffic that I own, my own email list. Then after I'm on my email list, that takes us to step number 5, which is now I take them through what we call a follow-up funnel, okay? So again, come back here. Traffic that we earn, right? So I'm earning my traffic. Here I'm controlling traffic and buying. I'm putting them into front-end funnels where I get these people to become a list. They join my list. Now they're traffic that I own. And from here I can send emails and I can send them to my front-end funnels. I can send them to my upsells. I can send them to my back-end funnels, right? And so my follow-up funnels, after I own the traffic, then I go and I send them to all the funnels here inside of my value ladder. Okay, that is the magic of having a list. Over here, I got to work really hard to get the traffic. Here, I have to pay for it. But over here, I just log into my ClickFunnels account. I send an email, and boom, the email goes out. Boom, and it sends to the next person, and this doesn't cost me any extra money. This is all free marketing where everything you make is pure profit. Okay, that's step number 6, follow-up funnels. Step number 7, then leveraging the big platforms like Instagram, Facebook, right? I go to Instagram and I can buy ads, I can do partnerships with people, I can get them to promote me, have a link that then pushes people into my page to build my following as well, and then from there I can drive people into my different funnels. Same thing with Facebook, actually Facebook Messenger. So I can have a Facebook Messenger bot on my fan page where someone comes in and they join, now they're on my Messenger list, right? I can have it on my Squeeze pages where someone comes and asks for the email address. I also have them send it to Messenger, and it adds them to my Messenger list. Now I have a Messenger list I can send people to and push them into all my different funnels and my websites. Okay, next is Google. How do we get ranked organically on Google? And I wish I could spend a year on this. We have a whole chapter inside of the Traffic Secrets book about this. But basically, I'm going out and I'm finding who's already ranking, and then reverse engineering what they did to get to that spot, and then we go back and we reverse engineer it. We build a better skyscraper. Again, this whole technique that I could go into, but we don't have all day. It goes deep into the Traffic Secrets book though, but we build a better skyscraper. We reverse engineer the linking strategy. We get that and we can bypass them and start getting the traffic that was going to them to start coming to us instead. Okay, and then the last one here is YouTube. YouTube is such a powerful platform. It's the only platform where you create something and it grows over time, right? Think about Facebook or Instagram. You create something and it drops in the feed and goes lower and lower to the point where it just disappears pretty much forever. Whereas YouTube, you create a video and you figure out the keywords people are searching for. You create that video, post it, and over time it grows. It gets more and more and more views, which is why we spend so much time creating amazing YouTube videos, because I know that the effort that goes into creating one doesn't just die after a couple of days. It actually grows throughout time. We have videos we posted 10 years ago that still get traffic to this day. And so YouTube is the last of the 10 steps on how to drive traffic into your funnels. So affiliates are people who already have your dream customers on their list, right? And so like when we're launching the Traffic Secrets book right now, we have tons of people who already have email lists, they already have Facebook followings, they already have Instagram followings, they have these things. And so we're asking them to promote the book, and then we pay them a percentage of all the sales that they make. And so having affiliates is one of the best ways to drive traffic into any funnel. In fact, the first 5 or 6 years of my business, this is how I focused most of my traffic was just on affiliates. I wasn't buying ads, I wasn't doing things, I was just focusing on building partnerships with people who had lists and then getting them to promote our products and our services and grow our companies. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video giving you 10 different ways to get traffic into your funnels. If you enjoyed that, then I highly recommend you get a copy of my brand new book called Traffic Secrets. This has over 20 different secrets on how to get traffic into your funnels, to your websites, and this book is brand new, and you can get a free copy at trafficsecrets.com. I already covered the printing and costs. You just got to cover like $10 to ship it to you, and you have a copy coming to your house right away.